Baggage, interest very swell. Hello, my pretties. I'm Tigger, and today we'll be doing a video on...
Tigger, what the hell are you doing? This isn't a Tigger video. This is supposed to be a Drew Pickles video.
It's a Drew Pickles video, shitto. I didn't know this is a Drew Pickles video. I wish that the Queen of Lines makes a Tigger video.
Maybe she'll make a video on you, Tigger, but that's for another time. Now, on with the show.
Hello, my name is Drew Pickles, the swellest man in the Line Sponge universe. Today, I'll be telling you all the reasons why I declined starring in the 2002 Scooby Doo live-action movie. Since it's turning 20 years old in June this year, what better way to honor this movie than have the Queen of Lines make this video? God damn it, I just broke the fourth wall. Oh well, it's not like I give a fuck about it. It all happened in 2002, when I was off of work from working on my next season of the Rugrats show. I was approached by Mystery Inc. When I got in my car. They said that they have got a new movie coming out in June of 2002, and asked if I can be in the movie. I was overjoyed, so we all headed over to the malt shop to celebrate. Then Shaggy and Scooby let out massive farts. So the next day, I headed over with Mystery Inc. to see if I can get a role in the movie. But the director, Roger Gosnell, didn't like my swell changes to the movie. What did I want the movie to be? Well, why not calm the pot down? I was just getting to the point. The opening of the movie, which will have Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, Scooby-Doo and I in a mystery and planning to capture the Luna ghost. The scene would have been the same, with Shaggy letting out a red-hot fart in it and having a massive nuclear poopy dump in the ghost. The next part, where the gang disbands Mystery Inc., will not have happened, as we will be all doing our super swell all-you-can-eat challenge. Then we get invited by Mondavarius to Spooky Island. How very swell is that? Well, very swell indeed. 2 years later goes by, and we're all ready to get on the plane to Spooky Island, when Shaggy ends up crapping his pants from eating food that had laxatives on them. As we waited for Shaggy to change his pants, Daphne suggests we put a diaper on Shaggy. Come on, Daphne, you're not his mother. Fred would say, which he earned a kick to the balls by Daphne as well as she hits his meat stick there. What a great way to start off for the beginning, am I right? The scene where Shaggy meets Mary Jane will be the same, except that Scooby ended up prank calling me and a bunch of other members of Mystery Inc. We would then chase after Scooby, as he was starting to act all crazy. When we all get to Spooky Island, there are cameos of my friends such as Barney the Dinosaur, Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Rabbit, Tigger and Christopher Robin. We would wave to them, just as we meet Mondavarius, who owns the park. As he told us that the visiting tourists have been brainwashed while on the island, so this give us an opportunity to solve this mystery. The scene where Shaggy and Mary Jane hang out with Scooby would be the same, with some spicy things added. What I mean by that is coming up. As we all were at a nightclub-like area, Scooby decided to put some sneaky love pills in Shaggy's drink along with Mary Jane, and somehow he accidentally put one in mine. You can all guess what the effects are, as Shaggy and Mary Jane head for the bathroom, as I did. We all decided to engage in a swell time in the bathroom. It sounded like so hot and sexy. This is why I'm the swellest man in the universe. Then we would all end it our swellness session like swa 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 swa. Bag, that was swell. The next scene would have had Daphne and Fred walk in and join us all in a swellness session. But that would take up twice as more in the film. The next scene would be all of us heading for the resort's haunted house ride, where we would discover a pyramid-shaped artifact called the Demon Riddus. The scene where the island's demons kidnap and possess Fred, Velma, Mondavarius and other tourists at night. Well, this scene would have been altered to the island demons being Hell Knights from Doom. How swell is that? Very swell indeed, and this is where Doom Knight shows up and kills all of the Hell Knights in sight. That would have been a swell fight in the movie, if that ever made it into the final project. The next day, we all found out that the island tourists have been brainwashed and possessed and chased after Fred and Velma. Shaggy and Scooby along with Mary Jane headed over to find some bikes to escape on. The scene where Daphne gets possessed, when Zarkus captures her and steals the Demon Riddus. That scene would have been Daphne and I kicking his meat stick and get my gay counterpart to give him the Barney Bunch treatment. Daphne and I would also head off to find the rest of the gang, where Shaggy finds himself in an underground chamber. He then finds a vat of protoplasm containing the souls of those possessed. Velma will also say that sunlight is how the island's demons will disintegrate. How swell is that? Very swell indeed, it was, when we all met up again from being chased by crazy assholes. The Buddha priest Daphne had met earlier on the island explains that the demons will rule the world for the next 10,000 years, if a pure soul is sacrificed. We all realizes that the pure soul is Scooby, whom Mondavarius brought to Spooky Island for this very reason. Fred, Daphne, and Velma finally decide to put their differences aside and work together with Shaggy and I to save Scooby. The next scene where the gang plots to make the demons explode but it fails, the scene would have been the same, but one of the differences is that we also see some Hell Knights from Doom around the place, and Doom Guy can kill them all. However, Mondavarius extracts Scooby's soul using the demon Ritus, but Shaggy crashes into Mondavarius, causing Scooby's soul to be released. Fred and Velma discover Mondavarius is actually a robot controlled by Scooby's estranged nephew Scrappy Doo, whom the gang abandoned years ago, when his power-hungry nature became uncontrollable. Instead of that weird-ass scary version of Scrappy Doo he would turn into none other than Fatty Bear, for, those who are wondering, Fatty Bear is the Barney Bunch's nemesis that tries to take over Drooland and disband the Barney Bunch. He will try to do the same with Mystery Inc. But however this fight would have been action-packed with Hell Knights fighting, Doom Guy would have been killing the Hell Knights, where we all thought Fatty Bear. The scene where Daphne defeats Zarkus would have been the same, with her kicking him into the ritual chamber, where he knocks over the vat. The souls are set free to return to their bodies. Daphne kills the demons by reflecting sunlight via a disco ball. Shaggy rips the demon Ritus from Scrappy's body to free the rest of the souls. Fatty Bear would have been dead by this point, as he turns into Scrappy and the villains get thrown in jail. Daphne and Fred both kissed each other and we all decided to enjoy our vacation. We all find the real Mondavarius imprisoned, having been captured by Scrappy so he could pose as his double just for the sake of trouble. The ending of the movie would have had Shaggy and Scooby doing the all-you-can-eat challenge, while Daphne, Fred, and I all have a threesome in the shower together. The ending would have sounded like this is the Queen of Lions' favorite childhood movie. While Daphne is very hot. I don't know why I am doing this with Fred and Daphne. Don't ask why. And now to give Daphne mine and Fred's wellness injection like Egg, that was swell. After explaining the plot of the movie to Roger Gosnell, he was disgusted and said, "What the hell? You think the movie's gonna be like that? This movie is supposed to be family friendly." After he said that, he also said that Scooby Doo isn't gonna be a rated R comedy, like I would like it to be that way. I then said, "Well, if you don't recognize this lovely piece of work of Linus Punch Group Pickles movie, I guess I won't be in it." The gang were sad that I dropped out on my role of the movie, so they told me that I may be able to be in more Scooby Doo movies in the future. Well my pretties, that wraps up this video.
Drew Pickles, and I interrupt this video for a bit.
Alright Shaggy, what is it that you wanted to say?
I wanted to know I can end this video. It's a swell one at that.
Sure Shaggy, you are free to do so. This movie has you in it, so why not?
Thanks, Drew. You all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications to when the Queen of Lions uploads a new video. And see you all next time.